Associative law of addition and multiplication. Hi all, in this video we shall go about understanding the associative law of Boolean algebra. This associative law of Boolean algebra is having two parts. The first one is your associative law for addition. The second one is your associative law of multiplication. So what is associative law of addition? You people have the definition over here. Okay, associative law of addition. Okay, so what he says here, the associative law of addition states that the ORing of several variables and the result is same regardless of the grouping of the variables. Okay, here I am not just considering two variables, here I am considering three variables, hence the name he says, the word he uses, several variables. Okay, so let us go to the equation. Once you see the equation, you will come to know, or you will be able to understand it easily. So what he says here, you have variable A, variable B and variable C. Variable A, variable B and variable C all are ORed together. Okay, between each and every variable there is an ORing operation, but here what he has done, he has grouped B and B or C. In the right side RHS, he has grouped A or B. So according to the associative law of addition, it says that if you are doing ORing operation on several variables, the way you group, the pattern you use to make groups out of the equation does not make any difference. You group B or C in in one equation, in the other equation you group A or B, but the answer is going to be same. The final output, the final answer is going to be same, is what that is told by, is what that is stated by associative law for addition. Associative law of addition. Okay, I just remove all these marks. So let me go to the definition once again. You understand this definition once again. The associative law of addition states that during the ORing of several variables, the result is same. The result is going to be same regardless of the grouping of the variables, irrespective of the grouping of the variables, the answer is going to be same. By using the logic diagram, if we want to explain the same thing, we have one OR gate and we have took one more OR gate in the left hand side. So what happens, first OR gate is given A and B as the input, the output will be A or B, then the A or B output is given to the second OR gate. So the second OR gate, one more input is your C. Finally we get a C or A or B, wherein A or B is given a bracket because the A or B is given to the first OR gate as inputs, and that is why A or B is put in a one bracket. Similarly, if you go about understanding this one more logic diagram, here you have first OR gate and the second OR gate. The first OR gate is given B and C as the input, so the output will be B or C. This B or C output is given to the second OR gate, and one more input that goes to the second OR gate is your A, and then your answer will be y is equal to A or B or C, wherein B or C is given a bracket because B or C, B input and C input, both inputs are given to the first OR gate in the logic diagram. That is why we have put a bracket for B and C, or wherein we have a B or C in the bracket. Okay, so both the expressions, both the logic diagrams are going to give you the same answer. That is what the meaning here. Okay, so after explaining the entire logic diagram, what is the meaning of the left hand side logic diagram and right hand side logic diagram, in the sense, both the logic diagrams are going to give you same answer regardless of the way that you have grouped. Okay, regardless of the grouping that you have done with respect to the expressions, you are going to get the same answer. So then we go to understand the associative law of multiplication. The associative law of multiplication is very similar to that of your associative law of addition. Here also, while you are doing an ANDing operation between three different variables, the way you are going to do the group does not make any difference. The answer is going to be same. Okay, so that is what he has written in the words. Let us go through the words. He says that the associative law of multiplication states that in ANDing of several variables, during the ANDing of several variables, the result is same regardless of the grouping of the variables. Regardless of the grouping of the variables, the answer is going to be same. However, you are going to do the grouping. Okay, but during the ANDing of several variables, the ANDing of 3 to 4 variables, however the way you group, that does not make any difference in the answer. Answer is going to be same, the output is going to be same. So to understand the same using the logic diagram, we have two logic diagrams as shown in the figure. Now you have A and B as the inputs given to the first AND gate, as the input that is given to the second AND gate. The output of first AND gate A and B is given to the second AND gate, and you get the expression like this: y is equal to A and B C, wherein A and B is given a bracket because the first AND gate is given the inputs A and B. That is why. So then we go to understand the second part, right hand side part of your logic diagram, that is B and C is given as the input to the first AND gate, then output is B and C. This B and C output is given to the AND gate, second AND gate. The second AND gate, second input is your A. So that is why the output becomes Y is equal to A and B and C. B and C is given the bracket because the inputs that are given to the first AND gate in this logic diagram are B and C. That is why we have put the bracket to B and C. Okay, so the fun of these logic diagrams, understanding these logic diagrams, is that the left side logic diagram, the output of the left side logic diagram, and the right side logic diagram and the output of the right side logic diagram are not going to have any difference. They are going to be equal. The answer they etch out, the answer they give you is going to be same. This is what your associative law of multiplication. I hope you people understood the associative law of addition and associative law of multiplication. In the next video, I'll explain you people the distributive law. I hope you people understood. If you do have any doubts, you can ask me in the WhatsApp, or even you can ask me in the application, campus application. Have a very good learning time. Okay, happy learning.